What's good, Mozillas? In one of my previous videos, I went ahead and installed the TB parts cam and a Dinger built exhaust. Although the factory Grom ECU can handle some modifications, it does tend to run a bit lean from the factory. So right here in front of me is the Aracer ECU and the wideband module, which we're gonna use to auto-tune the Grom. Let's go ahead into the garage and get started. All right, so in the box, we have the AF1 module. We have the harnesses that connects to the module and ECU. This is the oxygen sensor, it's pretty much an oxygen sensor. This gives you power to, I think, the DG1, but we're not gonna be using the DG1 because the cool thing about the Mini 5 is that it has a Bluetooth receiver that way you can actually connect your phone and use that as a display. Inside the Mini box is your Aracer Mini 5 and your Blink, which is your Bluetooth module that allows your phone to be used to tune and to calibrate and pretty much as a display for your readings. This is absolutely necessary to actually use the AF1 with the ECU. You can actually run the ECU by itself if you have a map or if you can just get a custom tune. But in order to use any of the other optional functions that the Aracer provides, you do need this 4-to-1 cable. All right, so let's cut to the chase and start installing. All right, so I got the panels off. This install is gonna be straightforward. It's pretty much plug and play, so it should be very easy for the average guy who knows how to turn a wrench. You want to keep this module facing up. In the instance that water does run down here, it's going to trickle down and not into the cabling. The cabling, is that a word? Pretty sure this isn't going to move from here, but it does have a little play, so I'm going to tie wrap the ECU. Alright, so we got it all hooked up. So to sum it up, we have the Aracer Mini 5. That's connected to the 1 to 4. We have another cable coming out of the ECU, which is actually giving power to the O2 sensor. We have the Bluetooth module, which is also connected to one of the connectors on the 4-way. Over on this side, as you can see, I have the O2 sensor routed right along here. And that is connected to a harness that then connects to the module. And out of the module, we have another connector, which this goes into the 4-way connector as well. Pretty much all we have to do now is turn it on, make sure AutoTune is on. Closed loop has to be on as well. The computer will start auto-tuning itself once it reaches 80 degrees Celsius, which is roughly around 174 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, it should be running smooth. This bike was running pretty hard, even with the stock ECU, so I'm pretty excited to find out how it's gonna run once it's pretty much tuned. So before I end the video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to set up the Aracer once it's installed. All right, so the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is open up the app. And then once you open it, you're going to swipe to the left, or you're gonna swipe right from the left and hit settings. You're gonna want to have the bike on so you can locate the Blink module and sync it with the phone app. After that, you're going to want to hit quick burn, and you're going to put your vehicle's information, which is obviously Honda MSX 125, and then the style, you're going to choose whichever displacement you have, modifications that pretty much go hand in hand with what's available here. I went with a stock 125cc Honda Grom, and that worked fine as the base map. After that, you're going to calibration. You're gonna go all the way down until you hit the TPS learn. And right here, you're gonna pull your throttle all the way back till it hits 100%, all the way back. Once you do that, you start learning, you wait for it to calibrate, and then you're done. So once the TPS learns, you're gonna go all the way up to the fuel base, and you're gonna select 100. If you haven't upgraded, fuel pump or injector, you can put it at 98. I know mine currently shows 94.5. That's, I guess it did it by itself because I had it set at 98 or 99. After that, you're gonna go to your fuel tables. As you can see here, you can select one fuel table or all of them, and you can make adjustments by hitting the minus or plus sign. And you can change the increments by 2, 1, 3, you get to choose. Everything else you pretty much leave at 0. Don't touch your fuel acceleration, spark angle at 0. The idle RPM, depending if you have a cam or not. I have mine set all the way up because it tends to idle really low. The factory RPM limit is 9,500. The most that the stock valves can take is 10,000. I have it set at 9,900, so that's pretty safe. Auto tuning, you're going to want it on. Same for the wideband closed loop, you want it both on. Now you're gonna take your bike up to operating temp. You're gonna want the bike to be warm. So cruise around for a while. It needs to hit 80 degrees Celsius in order for the auto tuning to start calibrating. After that, you're gonna wanna take light pulls, hard pulls, give it all you got so the computer can learn. And after that, you're going to want to save the map every single time that you want to save that map, because it won't auto save. If you want that map to be saved, you must manually hit save. It will auto load itself, so you don't have to constantly be trying to quick burn it onto the bike. So it will start with the last saved map. I was told by some that, you can leave auto tune on or you can turn it off if you're happy with the tune. I think I've decided to actually leave it on, because the weather's always changing and it's pretty much constantly tuning and giving me the best performance I can possibly have at that moment. All right guys, so that's it for the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you can be alerted every single time that I post. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace, Zillas.